Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so we've done a couple of these over the course of the channel, and I have spoken about it on the last video. So with more categories coming out now, we are able to do full category teams versus Super Battle Road. So recently we did Super AGL with a full Pure Saiyans team, and today we are going to be taking on the Super STR stage with a full Hybrid Saiyans team. So shout out to Mystic Shadow. You guys might know he is the head mod in my Discord. He actually sent me the idea for this. I don't know how I missed this, because obviously with new categories coming out, I'd already planned to do the Pure Saiyans AGL before it even dropped, but obviously Hybrid Saiyans has been around for a while, and for some reason it was just one that I completely forgot about. So my STR Hybrid Saiyans are not the best. I've got a pretty decent team build, I think, here. The Rage Trunks is a really good tank, although unfortunately I don't have any dupes and don't have a huge amount of orbs in him. And then you got the SS2 Trunks in the last spot is a support unit. Pretty decent, although he desperately needs an awakening. Gohan not tanking there. Tanking the normal attacks though, that's okay. So yeah, this Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, he definitely needs an awakening. Let's see, this should work out okay. And then of course we've got Bpan here for not only the fact that she can tank, but she can stun, and she also heals a little bit based on the damage that she does. So she is pretty useful for the team. The only problem with this team, there's some really tanky units on this team, although a lot of them only tank based on an RNG passive. So like Gohan only has a chance to block attacks, Bpan only has a chance to mitigate damage. The Rage Trunks mitigates damage all the time, but like I say, mine does not have a huge amount of orb investment, so he's not the best. But Bpan actually tanked both those attacks, which means she gained us more health overall than she lost, which is of course what we want to go for. So of course the Easy A Goten is a very good unit. He is a unit that I would absolutely put more orbs into if I had dupes for him. I think I only have one dupe in him, so he is a very good unit, definitely benefiting from the Easy A. Doesn't quite take out Tao, but you can see tanks those normal attacks. So this Trunks, although he tanks well, he's super attack 10 but doesn't really hit particularly hard. So fortunately he was able to finish off Tao, so he can get a little bit of damage in here on Shin as well. So I'm not going to worry too much about orbs and the Dokkan meter. I've done a couple of test runs of this, and it is very easy to get 2 Dokkan modes throughout the course of the run, just because there are... The Hybrid Saiyans is one of those categories where they get a much bigger boost to defense and HP than they do to attack. So we have a ton of HP, we have a load of units that can defend really well, but we don't defeat the enemies as quickly as we would with some of the other categories that you can make teams for. So we can definitely get 2 Dokkan modes depending on what the orb situation is like. And of course just the RNG with things like crits for how quickly we actually make it through the events. So Bpan gets stun. No stun again. What are you doing? And she didn't tank either. Well, it's letting me down. So putting those 2 Trunks together when he floats onto the rotation works out nicely, since they have a lot of key links. But Goten is really the only hard hitter on this rotation, so I'm going to switch them around, because if we're not going to super with units, I would rather not super with that Rage Trunk, since he's not going to hit particularly hard anyway, whereas the Easy A Goten definitely going to hit a lot harder, especially when he gets a crit. So don't know if this Trunks will quite take him out, because he is a very weak unit. But he actually manages to take him out. Okay. So yeah, that Trunks obviously been around for ages, and I think I have him up to SA 6 or 7 with all paths open, and that is solely just from like number of copies of him pulled. So he is a unit that I would definitely look forward to getting an awakening in the future. Although I feel like they would probably have to give him, they'd have to add a couple of colours onto the way his support passive works, because at the moment he is a great support unit for STR, and then that's basically it. That's really all you can use him for. So we're not going to get a super attack with the Rainbow Gohan at the front. Shout out to people who did set their Gohans for me as well. I put out a tweet about it. Unfortunately, my buddy AC from AC Gaming, I think I've mentioned him on the channel before. You should definitely check him out if you haven't already. But he set his for me, and then I had some issues on the first attempt and couldn't use that footage. So after waiting around for a while, hey, he got an additional super, perfect. So after waiting around for a while and not being able to find any Gohan friends, let alone with dupes, a random guest popped up that was actually Rainbow. So we're able to have another go. So I have tried this a couple of times off camera. It's strange because it's so RNG based because of some of the defensive passives. The first time I did it, I used all 4 items and I pretty much just scraped by a win in that last fight. And then the second time I tried it, I think I used 3 items in the whole run. So it kind of all depends on whether the defensive units actually tank or not. So let's see. Let's put Trooper at the Goten first. Now I'll put the Trunks first. Probably shouldn't have stayed focused on Frieza, but you know what? Let's just do it. He's going to be the most annoying one on the rotation anyway, so see if B-Pan can actually get us done, because yeah, only having 3 opponents in this last fight, we might actually be able to take these guys out before we get the Dokkan mode, and then that of course makes the 3rd fight much easier. So I think I had, the last time I tried this, we had the Ginyu Force, so we had 5 people in this second round. So it took a little bit longer, and I ended up getting the Dokkan mode just to take out the last 2 guys. So if we can get through this without using it, that would be perfect. Still no stun from Pan, but we get a little bit of a heal. Now we've got the Rainbow Ultimate Gohan, and we have the support Trunks on the rotation, so he should tank really nicely. Hopefully he'll get his passive off as well. And then we get some orbs, rainbow orbs for the Gohan just to boost his attack. Let's get this, drop those oranges down. Because the Trunks isn't going to do a huge amount anyway, so it doesn't really matter if he supers. Super attack from Frieza, not great though. Gohan not tanking it, so quite a bit of damage. See what he can do back. Yeah, just over a mil. An additional normal attack. So Gohan, what can you do? Ooh, does Gohan take him out? Gohan did not take him out, but Trunks did, which is perfect, because if Trunks hadn't taken him out, I think we might have died. Actually, no, you're 67. I think that Trunks takes about 50k from normal attacks, so we could have been in trouble. This Trunks, as far as I remember, tanks better the lower his health, so we'll put him in the front. And then we probably should use an item. Let's see. He supered last turn, so I don't think we're going to get supered again this turn. So we'll use an Android 8, since that doesn't really help you. Raising your defense does not help against super attacks. You'll still take pretty much the same amount. But yeah, absolute wall of defense there from Trunks. Attack stat over 500,000 now, but still probably not going to do a huge amount. Yeah, still short of 300,000. I'm quite surprised for a a TUR, super attack 10. I mean, fair enough, he doesn't have a huge amount of orbs in him, but that is quite a low amount. I know he is primarily a defensive unit, but I'm a little bit surprised that he only hits that hard. But okay, so friend Gohan can probably take him out here. If not, I'm sure the Easy A Gohan can take care of it. We'll push that Dokkan bar right up to the top. So we're taking a risk and going for the Dokkan at the start of the next phase. Yeah, perfect. Ultima Gohan coming through with the crit. So unfortunately, the Rainbow Ultima Gohan is our hardest hitter. So we are going to have to go for. I think our best bet is using Icarus, and then we'll go for the Dokkan attack with Goten. Unfortunately, he is going to be the hardest hitter on this rotation. So, let's do this, use this, and then grab all of those with Goten, all of those with Trunks, and then you can grab those. So the Goten, because of his high stats after the Easy A, he does actually tank fairly well from normal attacks. Super's not so much, but of course we do have the Icarus active. So yeah, double digits from normal attacks. So let's see. Come on, Dokkan. Okay, not too fast, that's all good. See what sort of damage we can get here. Hopefully RNG can be on our side and we can get a crit, because that's that will help us out massively. So no crit, but 1.2 mil. No one gets taken out, but everyone is quite low. So using the Rainbow Gohan and the Easy A Kid Gohan next rotation, we should be able to take out at least 2 of these guys. And we did an okay amount of damage, so we should get a pretty decent heal as well. Yeah, basically on full health. Okay, so Turles is attacking multiple times in the middle, which is not ideal, because we really should do this, because I feel like Gohan's going to tank a lot better. So we can get rid of this guy at the end with the Easy A Gohan fairly easily. This guy, the Rainbow Ultima Gohan might be able to take him out. And then this guy, I'm not quite sure. Of course, we still have the Icarus active, so we're not going to have to worry about taking too much damage overall this turn. And we should take out quite a few of these guys. Yep, he takes him out. Rainbow Gohan should take out this guy. Turles is the one that has the most health, so yeah, especially with a crit, that's going to go a long way. Now, unfortunately, my Gohan only has 1 dupe, so unless he gets an additional super, no. And he didn't activate his defensive passive either. Okay. Right, so Trunks doesn't really deal a huge amount of damage. So what shall we do here? I feel like we do this, see what Trunks can do against that guy. Goten should be able to take him out, and then we'll get B-Pan to try and stun Turles. B-Pan not being very good with the stuns on this particular run, so super, that's not what we wanted straight off the bat. But Trunks tanks that okay. Another super as well, okay. Everyone going super crazy on Trunks. He definitely would take less damage than if we put the Goten in that front slot though, just because he actually has damage mitigation rather than just a high defense stat, so that definitely worked out in our favour. Goten doesn't quite take him out. Come on, B-Pan, get the stun this time. Okay, no stun, but we get a crit. Right, so everybody supered last turn, so Gohan, this Rainbow Ultima Gohan is the one that has the biggest chance to take out Turles just in the one hit. So we're going to have him go first, but then we are going to see, potentially it's going to be over this round, so I don't want to use anything that lasts for 2 turns, so we'll go for the Princess Snake. And then, yeah, we'll get Trunks to pile in as well. We want Turles dead this round. So, Gohan actually tanking this time. Can he take out Turles? Yes, awesome. So this Gohan will have no problem taking this guy out. He's only left on a sliver. Gets a 1,000,000 damage crit just for good measure. Okay. So we're going on to the final fight now. I think we've still got 4 items left, so we can afford to be a little bit more liberal with our item use. Although unfortunately we are against Boo and Babidi, which is my least favourite final fight for this for Super Battle Road. I do not enjoy this particular one, so obviously we're just going to want to focus on Babidi and get him out of here as quickly as possible. No item usage in the first turn just because we're on full health, so it feels like it would be a waste to actually use anything. If we take a fair bit of damage, hey, Goten getting the level 3 dodge. Although as you can see, Easy A Goten tanks normal attacks with double digits with no items active, so I guess he is actually the better tank than Trunks for normal attacks. Just have to bear that in mind for future turns. The problem with these two being a duo as well is the fact that even Babidi, who is of course the weaker of the two, still has quite a lot of HP, so we are short key for his super attack if we do this, so I'm pretty sure this Gohan gets extra key from Rainbow Orbs, so he should get, yeah, he gets a super off that, which allows him to get a super off of this. Perfect. So now we'll use the heal with the attack up, since we want to A, make sure we get rid of Babidi, and B, B-Pan does heal based on the damage that she does, so if we can give her a little bit of an attack boost, that's a little bit of extra health. Probably not a hugely noticeable amount, but maybe she can come in clutch and get an additional super. Her actually stunning for once would be nice. A couple of the test runs of this, she was really good at stunning, and here she's just not really doing anything. And the Easy A Gohan taking a ridiculous amount of damage from that Babidi super attack. That was crazy. So hopefully we can just get rid of him. Perfect. And then an additional super as well. Okay. Here we go. Rainbow Ultima Gohan trying to bring it back here. Putting in some work. Come on, Pan. Get that stun. Give us a nice free turn of damage. Wow, no. She gets the level 3 dodge though, so we don't have to worry about her defensive passive not kicking in, but wow, we might actually go this entire Super Battle Road run without her getting a single stun, which would be crazy. Right, so we still have the attack up for this turn. Goten will tank pretty much anything except a super. The only problem is the Trunks on the back is going to take like 50k from those basic attacks. So if there is a super somewhere, or even a super on him, that could be bad. So we are going to go ahead and use the Princess Snake. We still have the attack up at least, and then we have one more of those and an Android 8 for a defensive boost as well. So we should be okay. But this last fight, definitely where this team struggles. Yeah, Goten taking the super, then gets the level 3 dodge off the normal attack. Okay. I swear that always happens. I always see level 3 dodges go off against the normal attack and then the next attack is a super and they don't dodge, but hey-o. That's that level 3 dodge coming in, so yeah, still 34 damage, 1000 damage with the Princess Snake active. That's crazy. Right, Gohan. This is where we need to start seeing some tanking passive actually activating. Although the orbs are not being kind to us on this particular rotation. So we've got no defensive item active. We're just going to have to go for it. I don't think, as long as Gohan can at least tank some of these attacks, we shouldn't be able to take all of that health in damage. So, additional normal. But at least he's tanking the hits, so we're not going to die this turn. That's the important thing. Easy A Gohan attacks that over a mil. Nice 800. Oh, there you go. So no super from Boo this turn. So nice little bit of tanking there. I might actually do this because Trunks will tank well in that last slot against the multiple attacks, whereas we know B-Pan, it's kind of random. And this way, maybe she can finally give us that stun that we've been looking for. And we won't have to take any damage for the turn. So just because of that, we are going to use the future Bulma rather than the Android 8. Come on, B-Pan, don't let me down. Just this one time. Don't let us go the whole Super Battle Road run with no stuns. Wow, okay. And she's not going to tank either, brilliant. Well, at least Trunks, we know will tank, it's not chance based. Goho 10 getting an additional super attack, come on. Putting in that extra work there, making up for B-Pan's shortcomings. So Trunks won't do a huge amount of damage, but that's okay. And then yeah, he tanks pretty well. Should tank this okay. Yeah, 76, not bad. Okay, so we still have the attack boost. We got Rainbow Ultimate Gohan. So with that attack boost, we should be looking at some seriously nice numbers from him. Plenty of orbs for you. I don't feel like we need to... Actually, no, the Trunks on the end. If we don't take him out in this one turn, the Trunks on the end is going to take a huge amount of damage. So we will go ahead and use the Android 8. Potentially didn't need it. 2 million attack stat for Gohan because of the future Bulma item still being active. So 1.4 mil. Didn't quite take him out, so he's going to get an additional super attack as well, pushing his attack stat even higher, blowing him away with another Kamehameha. He did around 3 million damage by himself that turn, so there you go. He comes through and takes him out. So that is the Super STR Super Battle Road using a full Hybrid Saiyans team. I think the only one of these that you can do that I haven't done is Extreme Int with Resurrected Warriors. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing. I think even from the next 1 or 2 categories that come out, there's not an opportunity to do this, but we'll be looking forward to seeing what new cards come out nearer to Christmas. Obviously Global has a habit of dropping things by surprise, plus there's all the movie stuff that is potentially to come. So we could potentially see some very interesting new units that JP didn't have at the time when we finally get the category Super Battle Road stages. So lots of exciting stuff to look forward to. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. What is your favourite category team to run on Super Battle Road? So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe for more regular Dokkan Battle content. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at the Master Ningen, or join my Discord. The link is in the description. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.